right now after crushing earnings estimates for a new company, a brilliant new company. So let's have ARM Holdings CEO Rene Haas joining us now for a personal CNBC interview. I'm one of the most impressive CEOs I know. He's okay, he's humble, I can say this, I have ever seen. And Rene, first, just have to offer flat out congratulations. How'd you do it?
Thank you, Jim. Really glad to be here. You know, this is a manifestation of strategies that we put in place a number of years ago that are all coming to light, that I think are now even accelerated more by AI. We greatly diversified the company into new markets such as data center, automotive, and IoT, which we're now seeing growth from, really from all those segments. And when you compound that with all things AI, which drive the need for more compute, we had some terrific results, and we're feeling really good about the outlook going forward.
There's some great data in your unbelievable deck. Page 18, talk about what have you done since 2016. You were mobile and other. Now it's cloud and networking. It's auto. It's mobile. It's consumer electronics. Well, this means you're in IoT, of course. This means you must be taking share from everybody right now.
You know, we're involved in just about every single market, and every single market is now putting more and more compute into their devices. You know, a lot of folks ask, you know, how can I find an ARM device or chips that have ARM inside it? And it's really just about everything. A Tesla, a Ford F-150, an iPhone, your Samsung TV, your Samsung smart appliance, your Ring camera. All of those are ARM powered. So we are just about everywhere.
Well, speaking of everywhere, you taught me of your relationship with Nvidia, not just the fact that you work there. And boy, they love you when you talk to people about you. But the fact is that when you get a GPU from Nvidia, what else do you need that people may not realize that really makes the whole package work?
Yeah, Nvidia is an amazing partner, as you know, and the most advanced chip on the market, their Grace Hopper, which is a Nvidia GPU combined with an ARM CPU, is a fantastic combination. Now, every modern computer system, if it has a GPU or any kind of accelerator, it needs a CPU to run the system. So you really can't have any system with a GPU or an accelerator that doesn't have a CPU. So partnering those two ingredients together, the best that ARM does and the best that Nvidia does, results in a fantastic product.
So, Rene, it's David. Should every time that Nvidia makes a sale, should we also be ringing the cash register for your company as well?
Well, there's a couple things that you can do there, David. You can kind of do the math. If they sell a Grace Hopper, that's good for ARM. That's CPU and a GPU. They have a Grace super CPU chip. So that Grace CPU, that's all ARM-based, so it's all goodness. But it's not just NVIDIA. You know, we work with just about every major partner in the ecosystem: Samsung, Apple, Qualcomm, NXP, ST, Mercedes. So anytime you see one of those devices get sold, that's going to be good for ARM too.
Yeah, I'm looking at a stock price that's been up as much as 60%, is up 56% right now, Rene. Really remarkable move from a $51, let's remind people, IPO price. I'm curious, though, about your control shareholder at SoftBank. You know, maybe there's not that large a float. Maybe that's why the thing's going up so much. But any plans there to sell, given this incredible rally?
Well, as you know, David, we talked with Masa that night of the IPO, and he's very happy with ARM, and he's very, very bullish about our long-term prospects. So, you know, he was a net buyer at the IPO, and I think he's very, very long on ARM.